Hey y'all, this is Cindy. I'm the Tireless Tangler, and you've arrived at Tangle Tuesday. Thank you all for being with me today. So our first tangle today is called Ada. It is by Adele Bruno, CZT. She is the founder of the Tickled to Tangle blog, and also has the It's a String Thing challenge every week, which is a great challenge for tanglers, and you guys should check her out. All right, so this tangle is in honor of her 300th It's a String Thing challenge. And so it's a ribbon style tangle and starts with, in her words, you drawing a channel. Then we're going to add a triangle. So after you add your triangle, then you aura on the inside, and then aura on the outside. So first you aura inside and then you aura outside. Next, you add another triangle and repeat. Aura inside, aura outside, and repeat. And that's it. Now, of course, there are tons and tons and tons of variations for this. And Adele is wonderful at finding those and letting you know. So my very favorite thing, no Simba, was putting a curve in this. So instead of having a triangle here, you've got more of an arch type of a thing. Then you again aura the inside, and you aura the outside, and repeat. Isn't this cool? Whoops, inside, outside. Now, where it gets fun is if you can take the framework away and do this sort of freehand. Now, whether or not I can do that, I don't know. I really like the curved shape, so let me try and see if I can do it without that. And come down here and aura the inside and aura the outside. I guess we could do this. That would really be the only thing lacking if we did it that way. I'm not sure that's my favorite thing, but it is something to consider. On the inside and on the outside. So that is a little bit unfinished without the top part, but you know, something to think about. Okay, and then of course embellish away. The sky's the limit. Make it what you want. You can embellish these triangles if you like, something easy like the dot dash kind of thing. So that might be fun. Oops. You could perfect. And add little orbs. Really like that. Maybe not. It might be too much. Try it out and let me know. Okay. Well, you could also do two little inner auras. Two wiggly auras. Two deckled auras. I'm coming up with a new phrase. It's a deckled auras. I like that. All right, those are my deckled auras. I really like that. And then, you know, you could decorate in between these. Or you could leave them blank. I don't even want to start guessing what you might want to do because I don't want you guys to lose your inspiration. I mean, I suppose you could put some tipple down here. Again, these are things that I am not so good at coming up with off-the-cuff things, but you could do a flower in here. You could do a henna drum. Or like this, and sort of make this, you know, fit the area. Sorry, I'm shaking badly right now. All right, so that might be interesting. I'd have to be more serious about that to, actually that might actually be something interesting that I want to play with. So I really love the arched effect, and I haven't had a chance to play with this much, but as with most of Adele's tangles, this is really rich with the embellishment possibilities, okay? So this is our first tangle for today. So for our second tangle today, I would like to do a version of Diva Dance, and I want to show you how to put that into a little rose. Diva Dance was a little intimidating for me right when I started because I could never figure out, do you aura and then make a bump, or do you make the bump on the last line? So this is what normal Diva Dance looks like. You start a line with a line, you stick a random bump on there anywhere you like, maybe two, and then you aura that. Remember, auras are parallel lines. And so on that, again, you bump. So it's line, bump on it, line, bump on it. All right, and then aura. So each row, you add bumps wherever you would like, and then you aura them, and you end up with a really cool pattern, okay? So for the rosette that I want to show you, or the roses, and I can't remember if this is Diva Dance Rock and Roll, maybe. I think that's different. So let me show you what I mean, and we'll call it whatever you want. All right, so for this, you start with a little spiral or a partial spiral that's not completely finished, like this, and you want to stop about the same place you start. And then you want to add your bumps. And in this version, you want to keep your bumps fairly rounded, because when we're finished, this is going to look sort of like a flower petal or a little rose, if you will, which is why I like to call it a rosette. So put a couple of little bumps on there. And then you're going to continue this line here as an aura. And that got a little messy, but... All right, now about the same place, you're going to stop again, and you're going to add some more of these little petal-looking bumps. You can have as many as you want, but, you know, in general, probably don't want to overdo it too much, or you'll lose sort of the effect that you're looking for. All right, and then again, aura. Sorry, if I were drawing on a tile, I would be rotating this as I go. And here's our start point again, so I'm going to stick the little thing right here. So go over that. And I think I'll continue this with nothing until I get here, and I'll add one here. No, Simba. No. Okay, and now I'm going to aura again. And even if you don't add bumps and spots, it's still going to be a very cool effect. And here's your start point. And right now, I'm going to, whoops, add a little bump over here. And so on and so forth. Now, if you have spots like this where that just don't seem as filled out as another spot, then just add you a little bump in and continue on. If you get too far away with your aura, then you can make your little bump bigger. Don't stress about it. That's not the point of this. The point is to finish it up and have fun. So I think I'll put another one over here. And then go from there. Now ideally I would make a continuous line and turn my tile as I went, but of course that's difficult to do with changing camera angles, so I'm just gonna go with it like it is. Alright, and here we are again. Now you continue to do this process until you reach a point where you think it's filled out enough. And then you can just, you know, tuck this in wherever you like. You don't have to finish it off. You can just leave it like that, or you can just tuck it in like that. So that is basically how you make these little Diva Dance roses. I thought for Dingbats, these are particularly perfect because this doesn't even need a frame. You could just place this in a strategic place and really dress it up. And put little leaves in if you wanted to, if you really want to be representational about it. Of course, that's not necessary, but you can if you want. And really give it that flower look. Or, you know, you can put little curly cues out. Whatever you want to do for this, there's lots and lots of fun ideas. So those are the little Diva Dance roses. In case you were wondering how to make those, that is how. Right, our third tangle today is Macrame. It is by Michelle Beecham, CZT. And let me show you how this goes. It starts out very much like an original Zentangle original pattern called Kiko. And that is basically like and then you turn and you go perpendicular. Okay, and then so we're perpendicular over here. And here. So this is what we start off with, okay? Now we're going to close up these little ends with a little rounded shape like this, okay? So we're going to do that all the way around. Not too hard. Straight lines. With a little rounded cap. Well, it's not hard for you with steady hands. It's sort of hit and miss for me right now. Okay. All right. So this is your basic form. Now what we're going to do is add little connectors and tendrils and different things to look like they're coming out of each of these little shapes. So let me show you what I mean. Let's do one, and I'm going to make that loop from here. I'm going to aura that. Now I could aura this thick or thin, doesn't matter. It is entirely up to you and your creative flow, how you want to do it. All right. Now, hooking up some mothers, let's do just do like this. Okay, and you just keep adding your little tendrils coming out and going in wherever you would like. If you don't want to connect these anymore, you can put a little muka strand coming out here. When you have a couple in here, you may want to draw behind and give it something interesting. You can really do whatever you want as far as the way this looks and how you set it up. You just don't want to draw through those. All right. Let's see, what else can we do? We need something like that. Another little section that we could put something in. And I think I'll hook that up here. Just sort of let your creativity go with you. Do whatever you want. Isn't that a lovely thing? Do whatever you want. You just want to keep coming out of here with on these sides until you've sort of got them filled up where we're bringing them out. So like right here, I could fit another one in. So I think I will do that. I think I'm going to turn it the other direction. So then this side is kind of filled up. But we could fit another one in here in the middle. If I had it to do over again, I would probably point that the other direction just to make it interesting. That's basically it. That is the whole pattern. And because of the different ways that you can vary it, and because of how relaxed it is about things like that, it's really nice to play with. So this is my first time to draw it, and I really enjoyed it. So I can't wait to experiment with it a little bit more. All right, guys, those are our 3 tangles for today. I hope you will remember to join me tomorrow for part 2 of our garlic clove frame and a couple of extra designs. Here is a teaser for what we're going to be doing tomorrow, and I hope I will see you then for part 2 of our zine project. Thank you for being with me today, and I will see you next time.